Today we are opening up a or rather almost $400 booster box of Silver Tempest. Now with the recent surge in Pokemon popularity over about the past year, pretty much everything has gone up in price. We're going to take a look at what you could have gotten this box for a year ago or even further than that. Let's see if we can find a Lugia. All right, so obviously the first thing we're going to check out is what is this box going for? What was it worth? What could you get it for? So at the current time that this video is being recorded, the market price on this box is about $377, close to $400. Now in the chart here, we've got it set to a month at the moment. It's up about 5% just over the past month, and that's roughly about 15 bucks, so $359 to $377, about $18 just in the past month that it is up. 3 months we switched to that and we've got 17.48%. And let's not even look at 6 months. We're just going to jump straight into a year. Look at that. 129% price increase over the course of a year. You could have gotten this box for $164 a year ago. And that is not all. If you actually check out the Pokemon Center website, you could have gotten it for $143.64 at MSRP when it was released. That is what it's worth now. So if you are sitting on some of these boxes, it looks like a pretty good investment. Now, will these prices hold after the bubble pops? Not really sure. I mean, it is a set that is going out of print if it's not out of print already. It probably should be. I believe this was 2022. Can't remember, but it was a few years ago at this point. So this Silver Tempest should be going out of print or is out of print already at the time that this video is being recorded. So should you sell? I don't know. We've got the 30th anniversary coming up next year for Pokemon, and things are probably going to keep going up in price. Maybe at the end of the 30-year clip, that might be the time to sell some stuff. Because the prices probably will be at an all-time high. But without further ado, we've got 36 packs of Silver Tempest to get into, so let's get into this box and see if we can find some cool hits. All right, so here is our Silver Tempest booster box. You might notice that there is no seal on it. So I bought this box from a reputable seller. Now I asked the seller where did they get it, and they ended up saying that they bought it from somebody who had a case, but the case wasn't sealed. So when I bought this, I brought it home and I wanted to inspect it before I went ahead and recorded this video. So I've already unsealed it just to make sure the packs were legitimate. Nothing was resealed. Everything looks good. So we'll go ahead and just crack the box real quick, even though it's kind of already cracked, and get that down in there. Little pop up there. Okay, there we go. So there's our box. So we got our Silver Tempest booster box here. And yeah, I did go through all the packs, make sure everything was legit. They all look nice, crisp and clean, still sealed back here. So if this ended up being a resealed box, somebody did a really good job of resealing it, but I suspect it's not. No triangle crimps up here. Everything's flat. The crimps look good, all that stuff. So if you're buying a booster box or something like that that is older, definitely you want to inspect it if you plan on opening it before you actually crack into the packs and whatnot. So that's exactly what I did, and everything looks good. So we've got our box here, and we're going to go ahead and get started and see what we can find. As for the chase cards, the Lugia V Alt Art is the top hit, and behind that, the Trainer Gallery Rayquaza is going to be the second highest hit in this box. That's really all we're looking for, honestly. I did manage to pull myself one of the Lugias before, and I'm pretty sure it's a 9. I did send it off to get graded, just to get encapsulated, because it's a really cool card, and I am 99.9% sure it's going to come back as a 9, but it doesn't matter, because 9 is probably 9 is the raw price that you'd get anyways. All right, let's get started. So we got 36 packs to get into, and we're going to start out with a Lugia pack art as our first one. So we'll see what we get on this first one. May the Pokemon RNG gods bless us with not these white code cards. Definitely don't want to see those super often. Hopefully this box isn't a complete dud, and we'll see what we get. So we got a white code card and a VMAX or a V-Star marker in here. So we're probably not going to see anything in this first pack. So we got Jinx, Altaria, Fletchinder, Vulpix, Emolga, Chimecho, Baniri, Drowsy, Wallace, and an Ursaluna V. Okay, so we did find something in this box, which is it's kind of rare to see. If you pull a white code card, there's a good chance that you're not going to get anything out of the box or out of the pack. So we got an Ursaluna V, our first hit, little first pack magic there, coming out of the Silver Tempest box. And I chose to do Silver Tempest because it is one of my top 5 favorite Sword and Shield sets. I do like this set a lot. And as far as affordability goes with the sets that I like, this one's pretty good. I probably could have got something a little cheaper. Ooh, another V-Star marker, not good. I probably could have got something, oh, and it's backwards too. Could have got something a little cheaper, such as Brilliant Stars, I believe, is just slightly under Silver Tempest, but I want to try to pull that Rayquaza. Hisuian Lilligant, so nothing in that one. The white code card remains true on that one. Honestly, the Silver Tempest stuff, another white code card. Man, we're getting not good so far. The Silver Tempest and Brilliant Stars and all this Trainer Gallery sets at the tail end of Sword and Shield are really fun to open, and honestly, I do love the Trainer Gallery side of stuff a lot more than I like the illustration rares that we had in Scarlet and Violet. So we get a Hollow Metagross out of that. So another white code card. It's two hollows in a white code card box. It's a little different. Usually not used to seeing anything. Oh, there we go. We get a black code card in this one. That's something. Watch, we'll get a non-hollow in the black code card box now that I've just been talking about it. Braxton, Sigilif, Noibat, Sandile, Fennekin, Articuno. Alright, so we did get a hollow out of the black code card box. Hollow Articuno coming out of that one. We still got a long way to go though. But yeah, Silver Tempest is really fun to open. I'm working on collecting all the trainer galleries from all of the Sword and Shield sets that offer them, including Crown Zenith with the Galarian Gallery. So any trainer galleries I pull out of here, hopefully not duplicates. That'd be nice to see at least a couple of trainer galleries. Hit rates on the trainer galleries are not super terrible. So we should see a couple. Zygarde at the end of that one. Unfortunate. Nothing good in that one. Yeah, we should hopefully see 2 or 3 trainer galleries. Another white code card. Wow. Only 1 black code card out of 6 packs so far. And another V-Star marker. Man, I hope this whole box isn't just an absolute dud. I have opened a lot of Silver Tempest looking for that Lugia, and I finally did pull it. Ooh, a Mawile V-Star. Okay. Alright, so I think the white code card thing with this Silver Tempest box is just a moot point, because it doesn't really seem to hold true. We've been pulling a couple, or only 2 hits. Ursaluna V, and now this Mawile V-Star coming out of it, coming out of white code card packs. So it's a little unusual, at least from my experience with opening Sword and Shield stuff. Usually you see a white code card and you're just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm not getting anything out of this pack. But we just keep pulling them, but we've got a couple hits out of it, so I guess we'll just go with it and see what we can find in the rest of this box. Hisuian Braviary out of that one. That's the rare non-hollow, unfortunately. And I love opening up older boxes like this. It's just like jumping back into that era of Pokemon. You get to see everything all over again. Unfortunately, I actually didn't get back into collecting until right around the beginning of Scarlet and Violet. And there was still plenty of... Ooh, okay, so there we go. Trainer Gallery, number 26, Professor Burnett. And Risen behind it. Alright, we'll take that one. The white code card. Trainer Gallery pack. That is one I didn't have. So that's nice to see for the collection. For the Trainer Gallery collection. Not bad. We'll take it. But yeah, even when I got back into collecting Pokemon back in 2023, you could still find Silver Tempest readily on the shelves. But I didn't really pick any of it up because I was getting back in the new era, Scarlet and Violet, so I kind of want to just focus on that, which I could have found a lot of stuff back in like 2023 because it was everywhere on the shelves. Miss Magius coming out of that one. But yeah, it was everywhere back in 2023. I missed when I came back into it. Black code card. Let's see if we get anything out of this one. Well, if that's a Lugia right there, then the centering is good on the back. See what we can find out of this one. Toxicroak. Indeedee. Clink. Oh, got a sticky one there. Petalil. Sandygast. Another Mawile. Okay, so we got 2 of those coming out of the same box. That's a little weird. Interesting. So another Mawile V-Star. Don't see that very often. I mean, I guess it can happen. I don't know. Not sure if I've ever pulled the same V-Star out of a single booster box, but okay. I guess we'll take it. At least from my experience, Mawile is a decently collectible Pokemon. Anytime I ever put anything that has to do with Mawile up on my eBay store, it's usually gone within a couple days. Oddly enough, I'm not a Mawile collector, but I guess there are people out there that enjoy that Pokemon because it always goes pretty quick. Miss Magius again on the rare. Non-holo. Keep running through this, see if we can find anything. The white code cards are out in force in this booster box. Fortunately, not a complete dud though. We've gotten some hits. We got a holo energy there, V-Star Power trainer item. Not really sure how uncommon those are. Not worth much. Not really something that we're concerned about. Not a hit. And another white code card. But we could see trainer galleries in those as well. And apparently V cards, because that's just how things go. Maybe things were different in later print runs with Sword and Shield Silver Tempest with the code cards. Fennekin Reverse, Clink Clang. I wish I knew the science behind how the code cards worked. I know they're in there to throw off the weight of the pack so you can't weigh it. Makes everything inconsistent. Between the white and the black code cards, they weigh a different amount, so if you try to weigh those packs, you should always be getting something different. And it's a good idea, because people were weighing packs back in the day, finding all the hits, selling the ones that didn't have it. Amoonguss out of that one. Just kind of sketchy if you ask me. People going around weighing packs. People suck. You know, especially for collectors out there that are just looking to fill out their binders and then they have to deal with that. People weighing packs, taking the hits out. Shady behavior, if you ask me. Ooh, okay. The Smeargle Trainer Gallery. So that's our second Trainer Gallery. Double banger. Kind of. You got the Holo Crobat behind it. We'll take it. That's such a cool card. That Smeargle is such a cool card. And I've said it before. The trainer galleries, they're just so much better to me than the illustration rares and stuff that are in the Scarlet and Violet era. I mean, I'll die on that hill. That is such a cool card. Artwork is so good on that one. That's really cool. All right, so that's our second trainer gallery. So we've seen 2 of them so far. We'll be happy with that. 2 V-Stars, a V, and 2 trainer galleries so far. Every time I pull a V card, like it could have been a Lugia. Well, I guess not, because it has to be the alt art. But it's close. Rock, Clink, Phoebus, Dratini, Whalmer, Phampi, Stunfisk, and another Crobat. Back-to-back Crobat holo out of those 2 packs. All right. White code cards. I guess we've already determined that. That doesn't really matter, at least for this. I do wish I knew how it worked, how the code cards worked. Another earthen seal stone. This is a weird box. All right, so this is pack number 18. Let's put us halfway through this booster box. See what we can get out of pack number 18. Let me know in the comments if this is uncommon to see this many white code cards. I'm actually not sure. Most of the Silver Tempest and pretty much any Sword and Shield I've opened does not come from booster boxes, so I'm not really sure how many. Okay, Radiant Jirachi, I've pulled a bunch of those. And a Noivern at the end. Out of all the Sword and Shield stuff I've opened, I have pulled a ton of Radiant Jirachis. They just seem to keep popping up for me. I do like the hollow foil pattern. That refractor pattern is really cool. All right, so we're in the second half of this box now. Actually, before we do this, how many black code cards have we actually gotten? 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 18 have been black code cards, and that's it. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. Is this common? Uncommon? Not sure. Alright, let's see. So we still got the second half left. Let's see if we can find anything in this half of the box. We have hit 2 trainer galleries, so that's okay. Sandagast, a Reshiram V. Okay, that's our second V card. The Reshiram. Kind of cool since Black and White just recently came out, and we're pulling a Reshiram V out of Silver Tempest. Pretty nifty. Not bad. We'll take that one. That's a cool card. It's going to go into my never-ending binder of VMAX, and EX cards that I just keep filling up with all the hits that I just keep for no other reason than to have an entire binder of specialty cards for the TCG. Ponyta, Venonat, Archops, Hollow Metacham. Okay. Now, of course, we did spend close to $400 on this box, and the only way we're going to make our money back from that is if we hit that Lugia V alt art and it grades well. I mean, even at its raw price, it probably wouldn't account for the cost of the box. Or the Rayquaza would also have to grade well to get at least some sort of return on this box, but we don't care. We're opening this for the content, for the fun. Dracloak, Talonflame. Because on this channel, we don't keep anything sealed. If we buy it, we open it. Except for ETBs. I do like to keep one ETB from each set sealed just because it's a cool decoration up on my wall. Literally no other reason than that. I don't ever plan on selling it. The plans are possibly one day to let my son open them all at some point or another. Some people are like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Well, because it's fun. Non-Holofion. Come on, Lugia. Are you hiding in these packs somewhere? Would like to see one more trainer gallery out of this. If we hit 3, I'll be happy with 3. Be happy with 3 trainer galleries. Spinda. Togedemaru. Matang. Another Fion. This box has been very weird. But again, I haven't opened like pretty much any booster boxes from Sword and Shield era, so I'm not sure if this is common. Anrith, Glalie, Clink, Petalil, Litten, Murkrow, Swablu, Simeon, the trainer gallery. Okay, there's our 3rd trainer gallery. That is good. Arcanine, non-holo, out of the end. We'll take that one. 3 trainer galleries out of this box. That's cool. And I'm pretty positive I don't have this one either. We'll take it. So we got the Smeargle and the Simeon trainer galleries out of this box. Plus the trainer that we pulled earlier. We got 3. I'll take 3. 3 trainer galleries is good. Anything after that would be a bonus, I think. Fletchender, Lantern, Durant, Emolga, Beldum, Stunfisk, Gym Trainer, and a Frostlass. Still got a few packs to go. We still could still find some magic in here. All right. Come on, Silver Tempest, don't let me down. Lopunny, Clink, Sunkern, Murkrow, Spinda, Incineroar. I haven't seen... I've only seen 2 V cards and 2 V stars. No V Max. Haven't pulled a V Max yet. Maybe there's one in these last few packs. Alright, let's go. Come on, Fletchender, Drakloak, Lantern, Sunkern, Vampy, Indeedee, Marini, Misdreavus, Reuniclus Reverse, Milotic, non-hollow. Black code card. We've got a chance. Got a chance at something. Or just a normal hollow, which would make the pack a dud. Slurpuff. A Superior V-Star. Okay, so we pulled the gold card. Not bad. Not worth a ton, not worth a lot actually, but the gold cards are always fun to pull. I love pulling gold cards. So this is a secret rare. This is number 210 in the set out of 195. But I love pulling gold cards, and a lot of people complain about them or just don't really have much interest in them, but I think that is going to change with the upcoming Mega Evolutions, because the gold cards in that set are unique now. They're not just a fancier version of the ultra rare. I guess fancier if you want to call it that, because it's gold. But yeah, I think that's going to change here with Mega Evolutions. I think the gold cards are going to get a little bit more popular as long as they continue with how those that Mega Lucario and Mega Gardevoir are looking in the new Mega Evolutions for the gold cards. Another Mawile. So Mawile V this time, not the V Star. We got 2 V Stars and a Mawile V. And in the Japanese sets for Mega Evolutions, there's a new rarity for those gold cards, MUR, called Mega Ultra Rare. So I'm curious to know what kind of rarity that will equate to in English. Are they going to keep it as the hyper rare, or is it also going to be a new English rarity as well? Meditite, Durant, Croagunk, and a Mawile V-Star Rainbow card. Okay. This box is just loaded with Mawiles. Oh, man. So we got another one here. Rainbow V-Star. This is such a weird box. It's just throwing us all the Mawiles. It's so weird. Is there... I don't even know what the set list looks like for this set. Is there a Mawile VMAX in this set as well? Black. This is the box of Mawile, apparently. Drowsy, Spinarak, Ralts, Croagunk, Radiant Serena. There's another Radiant coming out. Another one of those refractor holofoil patterns, and a Superior V. And I am out of penny sleeves. Need a new bag of them. Oh wait, no, I got one right here. I already prepared myself for this moment of being out of penny sleeves. So the Radiant Serena and the Superior V coming out of that pack. But now I'm genuinely curious if there is a Mawile VMAX in this set. Let's take a look. Let's head over to TCG Player and see if there is a Mawile VMAX. Doesn't look like it. All right, so there is no Mawile VMAX in the set. The V and the V Star. All right, well, we got a few packs left. Exactly 5 packs. We got 5 packs left in this booster box. Let's see what we can hit here in our last 5 packs. Last 5 packs magic. I mean, honestly, we haven't done too bad in this box. It's been a weird box, but we've been doing okay, I think. Swablu, Lopunny Reverse, Incineroar. Non-holo again. 4 packs to go. We're almost there. On the home stretch here of opening the $400 booster box. See what we get here. I would have to say this definitely doesn't seem like a resealed box. Cobalion. Hisuian Lilligant. 3 packs left. Can we get one more hit out of this? One more hit. Be great. Be good for the content. Let's see what we find here. Lopunny, Litten, Murkrow, Swablu, Rotom, Braixen, Hisuian Lilligant, back to back. Could it also be that there may have just been a batching issue with this box? Just filled it up with weird, random things. I don't know. Esper, Dratini, Chinchou, Meditite, Dewpider, Lucha, another Articuno. Holo. I think that's the first duplicate regular holo. All right, we got our last pack here. So this is it, our last pack for the Sword and Shield booster box. Pack number 36. Of course, it has to be a white code card. Not sure if that matters entirely, but let's see. Can we find one more hit out of this box? Dragonair, Venomoth, Misdreavus, Wailmer, Murkrow, Emolga, Meditite, Sandygast, and a holo Dragonite. All right, at least it was a Dragonite. Gen 1, cool Pokemon. We'll take it. We'll take the holo on the last pack. So that is 36 packs of Silver Tempest, all gone. $400 booster box. Now opened, and maybe I'll just raise the price by a few cents because now there's one less Silver Tempest booster box in the world. All right, so real quick before we get out of here, let's check out all the hits. So this is our little stack of hits here. So we ended up with 13 hits total, I think it was, or somewhere in that area. So we got 2 Radiants, pulled the Radiant Jirachi, the Radiant Serena, V cards, Ursaluna, Reshiram, and Mawile and Superior. V-Stars, got several of those of different forms. So we got 2 Mawile V-Stars, oddly enough. We got the Mawile V-Star Rainbow card as well. And we pulled the Superior V-Star, the gold card. That's a really cool card. And then the Trainer Galleries, we pulled 3 of those, Passimian, Smeargle, and Professor Burnett. So yeah, not too bad, I don't think. But again, I'm not super familiar with Silver Tempest booster boxes or Sword and Shield booster boxes for that matter. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Was this a weird box or is it pretty spot on? So that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me rip open a roughly $400 booster box at this time. So 36 packs, 13 hits, not too bad. If you like this kind of content, you want to check out some more, click on one of the videos right up here. It'll take you to some more pack ripping videos, and if you like it that much, you can also subscribe to the channel in here. I will see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.